is that, so when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I am Todd Duke, and we're glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network as we're about ready to bring you game number 2 of the night between Collinsville and Granite City. This one on the varsity side of things. And again, I'm Todd Duke. I'll be joined here by Miranda Rogers on the camera, and former Lady Kahok head varsity basketball coach Lori Billy will join us on the other microphone here in just a little while. First, we want to welcome you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Before we get to the game at hand, we'll refresh your memory. Freshmen played a 4:30 game here this afternoon against Granite City. They won 29-14. In case you missed it, the JV game just wrapped up, about 10 minutes ago or so. And the junior varsity Lady Kahawks improved to 3-2 on the year after a 45-27 win over their junior varsity counterparts. That brings us to this game between the varsity teams between Collinsville and Granite City. Kahawks come in at 0-4 overall after Saturday's loss to O'Fallon, 68-38. So Coach Colin Moore still trying to pick up his first win as varsity head coach here for Collinsville. And Granite City, they've only had one game played, and that was 7 days ago. That's right, a week ago today. They were at Triad, and Triad all over the Granite City Warriors, 49-11 in that contest. So the Granite City Lady Warriors come into this contest with a record of 0-1. We will take our first break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at a little history between these two clubs, and no better person to do that with than the former varsity head coach, Lori Billy, and we'll do that for you next here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show on the Kahok Sports Network as we are getting you set for this varsity game between Collinsville and the Granite City Warriors. Collinsville coached by Colin Moore, 0-4 in his first year. Granite City's 0-1. They are under Whitney Sykes, her 7th year. She is 31 and 124 in her first 7 years, as Granite City is run into a little rough patch here as far as girls basketball is concerned. But over the years, Collinsville has owned this rivalry. Remember, Granite City used to be in the conference. They no longer are, but they were for years. And over the last 21 years, Collinsville holds a very large advantage, 33 wins and 11 losses for Granite City. And Collinsville also in that time 6-0 in the playoffs. So you add it all together, 39 wins and 11 losses against Granite City over the last 21 years. And part of the last 10 years of that was Collinsville former girls basketball head coach Lori Billy, and she joins us now. And welcome, Coach Billy. How are you?
Thanks, Todd. I'm good. I'm great now that I'm here in the gym.
Now you're here in the gym. I know you're a gym rat, aren't you?
I am.
All right, so let's talk a little bit. Your protege down there, Colin Moore, a little bit of a rough start for him. He has 4 games in his belt, and he has yet to win one. Your first year here, you won your first game right out of the gates. You won 3 of your first 4. You probably thought it was easy.
Yeah, I actually thought about retiring after my first win. I thought I'd just, go out on a high note. Colin is a great guy, and he knows basketball, and he's been dealt a pretty rough hand with everything that's going on with COVID and the situation the way it is. And we talked about the last time I was here that we graduated 3 big players, and you've got kids that are playing right now that for the most part haven't really played together, and they're young. We got 2 seniors that are contributing and are going to continue to contribute until the end of this season, and they've been strong for us for 4 years basically between Riley and Stas. The rest of those kids, they've not played together, and so it's an adjustment period. They're young, they've got some growing to do, and they're going to learn together, and that's a good thing for Coach Moore. Right now it doesn't seem like it, but it's going to be a good thing for him and for Kahok basketball. So
I'm sure you've had words of encouragement to your former coach.
Oh, absolutely. He and I have spent quite a bit of time on the phone together, and and that's something that we always did. We'd stay after and we'd talk in the office, but a lot of times on the way home, he'd call me or I'd call him, and we'd bounce ideas off of each other, and we'd do that in the mornings, even before games or after games, and we've continued that a little bit. It's not been the same, obviously, since they've just started back, but we've had a lot of time to talk, and I've told him just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's always tough when you're first year at the new job, even though you've been the junior varsity coach for so long. There's always going to be growing pains, but man, you throw in COVID, and that's just a wicked curveball.
Absolutely, and he's handled it like a champ, and he'll continue to do so, and these kids are going to be just fine under his tutelage for sure.
All right, we take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show, and when we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you, and then we'll have the beginning of this. I like to say opening tip-off, but they don't do that during COVID. So we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's HIBid.com to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more. to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshibid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke, Miranda Rogers, and Lori Billy here with you as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Granite City. As the PA announcer, Chad Burgess, is just now finishing up announcing the Kahok starters. So we'll begin with Granite City. You will see on the floor 5'5" sophomore Kaylin Wiley, 5'6" senior Rihanna Lang, 5'6" senior Claire Sykes, 5'4" sophomore Leah Hale, and 5'9" junior Ella Stepanik. For Collinsville, Megan Jansen, the 5'2" sophomore, followed by Ella Guerrero, the 5'4" freshman, Astasia Bush, the 5'10" senior Riley Doyle, the 5'8" senior, and Jenna Scheller, the 6'2" sophomore. That's your starting lineups. Collinsville trying to make it a clean sweep here this evening as the freshmen and the JV girls have already won. And we're hoping that the varsity Kahawks can continue that trend and pick up the first win for first-year coach Colin Moore. We're underway. Granite City has the ball. A little different uniforms here for Granite City than the JV game. No red on these uniforms at all. I believe they're new, as they are all black and white. Numbers are in white. They have the word Granite City written across the front, and Granite City commits a turnover right off the bat, and Collinsville will have a chance to hit that scoreboard first. Here is Guerrero.
Great job, yeah. First of all, good step in by Jenna to get the steal and then push the ball down the floor and be able to score out of that quickly. That's a good possession there.
Ella Guerrero played in that junior varsity game. She ended up with 7 points, all those coming in the first half in that 45-27 JV win. And Guerrero picks up the first points and the first foul.
She's going to be fun to watch the next 4 years.
I agree. Oh, there was almost another loose ball. That's Wiley staying with it, though. Over to this side for Sykes. Sykes moves into the perimeter and then back out. Top of the key, a pass to Lang. Now back over this way for Wiley. Back over to Sykes. Cross the way we go to Hale. Leah Hale jumps into the paint, takes the shot, can't get it to go. And the rebound belongs to Megan Jansen. Jansen almost got tripped up, and then she does by Wiley, and Wiley will pick up her team's first. Each team now with one foul.
Megan might have got away with there with a little bit of a carry.
I think so.
That's all right. We didn't see it. She fell down.
1 minute gone. Collinsville up 2-0. Inbound pass comes in from Guerrero to Bush. Back to Guerrero it goes. Guerrero, 5'4" freshman, gives out to Bush, and Bush's pass was a little bit too hot and a little bit too high, and Collinsville commits the turnover.
Going to be honest with you, for Stas, she's usually used to throwing it to Katie Knutson or somebody a little bit taller. She's got to adjust for Megan.
A little bit, I would say.
Yeah, just a little.
Cross-court pass goes to Sykes. Sykes gets it up into the hands of Wiley. She dumps it off, and then it hits off of the hands, I believe, of Leah Hale and out of bounds.
Nope. Caught Ella. Ella, she put her hand in there. She tried.
So inbound pass comes from Granite City underneath of their own basket. They better hurry, running out of time. It finally comes into Sykes, and Sykes travels. So much for hurrying. Hurrying gets you in trouble sometimes. Moving the feet without the ball bouncing.
It's an important part of the game.
It is.
You gotta put all that together.
6:35 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here is Guerrero, fires it all the way up on the wing to Jansen. Jansen almost had that blocked to.
Good look inside.
Yeah, that's a good look for Scheller. She couldn't get it in there.
Come on,
Gets another rebound, puts it up this time. It stays in. Scheller gets her first 2 points of the game.
Jenna doesn't realize just how powerful she really is.
Well, it's almost another turnover, and now it is.
Push it, girls.
Trying to keep the ball in bounds for their own effort, but it ends up being tipped back to Collinsville. Here's Bush with a move, and inside, good for two.
Good job, Stas. Great run by them. They had their heads up, looking down the floor. Good release.
Quickly 6-0 in favor of Collinsville. Here's a dribble drive by Wiley, just outside the lane. Off-balance shot, can't get it to go. Scheller is there with the rebound for Collinsville. Gets it all the way up to Guerrero. Guerrero on the right side of the basket, off the high glass, good for two. And Guerrero now has 4 points, and quickly it is 8-0 in favor of Collinsville. 5.5 to go.
They look like they're clicking a little bit tonight. That's good to see.
They haven't had a lot of time to practice this week either.
They won't. They're not going to have any time.
No practice days, no contact days during all this snow and cold weather.
Right.
At the free throw line, and nice job with separation and getting the ball to rattle on home is Rihanna Lang. And that's the first 2 points here for Granite City. And it's a 6-point lead for Collinsville as we approach 3 minutes into this contest. Here's Guerrero, over the shoulder, no look, pass to Stas and Bush, and in the corner for Jansen for three, and that one does everything but go in.
It had eyes.
Rebound belongs to Collinsville.
Nice,
Just outside the lane, Scheller, turnaround, off the glass, and good for two.
It's a great inside look. Fed the ball right to her. They can't handle her inside. They got no height.
Scheller comes in leading her team in points with 57. Next closest one is the freshman Guerrero with 22. Wide disparity there from first to second. Here is a nice move, and that ball was off of Astasia Bush, but could have went the other way.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised with that call, but
yeah, because Wiley just turned around and ran right into Bush, and the ball knocked out of her hands, and we're under that first 4-minute mark here in the first, so it's our first mask break, and we will step aside as well, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Lori Billy on the microphones with you, and Miranda Rogers on the camera as Collinsville has a 10-2 lead. Granite City has the ball, and more importantly, or more specifically, that is Sophia Dutko that is out there deep. She gives the ball up to Lang. Lang moves it up and the baseline now for Wiley. Wiley with an off-balance shot, but she's going to be fouled by Jenna Scheller.
I believe that's Dutko.
Dutko?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to give that one to Jordan Gary. I thought they were going to give it to Scheller. To the free throw line, it is Kaylin Wiley. Wiley. And that one won't go in as well.
Did everything but drop.
We do not have stats for that first game against Triad, so I don't have any numbers to pass along to you as far as what Kaylin Wiley has done at the free throw line up until this point, but she made one of two. And Collinsville with a 7-point lead and a nice give and go by Jenna Scheller. And Astasia Bush turns into 2 more points for the Kahawks.
It's a great look. Stas ran the floor just right where she should and right to the lane, and Jenna gave her the ball.
Lang, nice poke check there by
Great
Jordan
steal.
Gary. Up to Guerrero. Guerrero, a three-point shot won't find dirt, and the rebound this time belongs to Granite City. Here is Wiley, and she has that knocked out of her hands by Jenna Scheller at the last moment. Granite City will keep the ball. Claire Sykes will check back in for Granite City. Brianna Lang to the bench. Jansen will come back into the game. She'll take the place of Guerrero. When it's so quiet in here, you can hear everything. What in the world are they doing, says Whitney Sykes-Rogers. Collinsville comes up with another steal. And here is Jansen, a little one-handed finger tipper off the inside of the rim and straight on through. 14-3 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Wiley, the 5'5 sophomore, works it across the timeline in front of Jordan Gary. Far side pass over onto the wing for Dutko. Dutko. You think I should know that because my name's Duke. We'll just
go with
like
that.
I'll start calling her Duco.
Actually, I've known her family for many years.
Here is Wiley with a pass, and back over this way it comes to Sykes. Sykes being watched by Bush. Nice read by Jordan Gary. That was just like a free safety reading the quarterback's eyes there.
That's a good read.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, the Dudko kid, I think, if she's related to the group I'm thinking she is, her great-grandmother was my godmother.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here comes Granite City again. This is Wiley. She'll pull up in front of the free throw line, take the shot, won't fall in, and it ends up out of bounds. So Granite City will turn the ball over for the 6th time here in this first quarter. 2:30 left to play in quarter number 1. Here's Megan Jansen. Jansen up to Scheller, over into the corner for Gary. Back out this way for Doyle. Back into the paint and just outside the lane. And nice ball movement. 3-point shot. Riley Doyle falls a little bit short. Rebound. That belongs to Collinsville. Bush off the glass. Good for 2.
Great rebound by Megan. Grabbed the ball, kicked it right to Stas. Nice layup. It was a great.
And a timeout on the floor by Granite City. So we'll step aside as well. It is a full timeout, the man says, so we'll take a 1-minute break. Back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, my name is Todd Duke. Lori Billy on the other microphone. Miranda Rogers on the camera. And we just lost a basketball legend about a week and a half ago in Bogey Redmond, and Coach Billy's telling me we lost another Kahok legend.
Yeah, John Ostanek, who coached football and for several years, track, taught here at the high school, taught business. In fact, I had him for business. He sadly he passed away this morning, and he will be greatly missed. He was a terrific guy, great supporter of the Kahawks, and we will miss him.
Yeah, we will. Been losing a lot of them lately.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're under 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. It's 16-3 in favor of Collinsville, and the Kahawks have the ball after another turnover by Granite City. And here's a turnaround shot by Scheller. It won't go. Rebound is being battled for, and all the way out front, it's won by Collinsville and Megan Jansen. Jansen over to Guerrero. Guerrero deep over on the far side, now works her way back to the top of the key. Good thing that Jenna Scheller is 6'2", or she wouldn't have got that pass. There's a shot by Scheller. It falls a little short, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it back up with about 80 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Far side, that is Leah Hale. Hale dribbles her way out of trouble and all the way over to Dutko, and a bounce pass to the line, and back out front we go from inside the perimeter. Shot taken, nothing doing, and the rebound out of bounds and off of the foot
of Miss Sophia Dutko. 1:05 to play here in this first quarter. Collinsville leading 16-3. Here is Ella Guerrero bringing the ball up court. Crosses the timeline with 1 minute. Over to Jansen. Jansen, top of the key. That ball was partially deflected and then deflected again by Wiley. Wiley's getting those arms involved and knocked away 2 of them. One of them stayed inbounds. The next one goes out of bounds. Collinsville will reset, and they'll do so with an inbound pass on the far side coming in from Oriana Givens. Givens has the ball back on the right wing. Splits the defense, and a no-look pass to Bush. Back out front we go for Guerrero. Top of the key now at the free throw line for Bush. Back to Jordan Gary. Dumps it off to Givens. 3-point shot from the corner. No good. Rebound being battled for.
Good
and
job,
on the
Seth.
ground. And they're going to say that Nastasia Bush was the last one to touch it. So
I don't agree.
Collinsville, just their second turnover. Comes with 34.8 seconds left. 16-3 is our score. Collinsville with a comfortable lead. Inbound pass coming in from Rihanna Lang. Gets it up to Wiley. Wiley gets around Bush at the free throw line. Shot no good. Bush is there to get the rebound, though. And gets it up to Guerrero. Then Guerrero gets tripped up by Rihanna Lang. And Lang will get called for her first foul.
I'm not sure if she was more concerned about getting tripped up by the other player or by the ref.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to want to get out of the way. Don Stovall knows his place, and he wasn't there.
18 seconds left here in this first quarter. Collinsville trying to add on to that 16-3 lead. Scheller over to Jansen. Nice couple of head fakes just to kind of fool the defense. And then Scheller a little too hard off the glass, and the rebound belonged to Granite City. And the foul belongs to Scheller. No, Givens. Her first, team third. Granite City has 2. 3 seconds left. Ball on the ground. And at the buzzer, a shot no good. And that is the way that the first quarter comes to a close. 16-3 in favor of Collinsville. After 1 quarter of play, we'll take a break, and quarter number 2 will head your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Todd Duke, Miranda Rogers, and Lori Billy back with you from Collinsville. Second quarter about ready to start. Told you about a little bit of history. We told you also Granite City struggling. Their last winning season was the 2012-13 season when Rafi Caribbean was their head coach. They went 15-14. Their last 20-win season came when they went 20-11 in the 10-11 season, also coached by Caribbean. Last regional championship by Granite City happened to be the same year that Collinsville had their last regional championship, and that was in the 03-04 season. Granite City won their regional and then went on to Sacred Heart Griffin for the sectional. Collinsville won their regional, then went on to Sacred Heart Griffin for the sectional. Well, Collinsville lost to Edwardsville in semifinal play. Granite City ended up losing to Sacred Heart Griffin, in the sectional final game. So you guys both had the last time you won regional championships and both got knocked out in the same tournament.
Yeah, that was quite a year. That was the year that we ended up playing Granite City, and they were very good. Whitney Sykes, who's now Rogers, Whitney Sykes Rogers, was their point guard, and she could hit 3 from the parking lot. And then they had a couple of kids that could play inside. One of them was actually a Gavlik, who was a relative of the Gavlik that played for us. They were on the floor at the same time. And it was quite a rivalry going on back then, and we ended up beating them in a big game at McHenry for a holiday tournament. Had a good year.
Sounds like it was a good year
for
both programs.
Yeah, it was. They were very good. They were a very good team.
Katie Bardwell at the free throw line after the second foul handed out to Rihanna Lang. 17-3 in favor of Collinsville, and Bardwell hits both. I really like this freshman Bardwell.
I do too. She kind of came out of nowhere, sort of, if that makes sense. I think she was a Good Shepherd kid.
Okay.
And I hadn't seen much of her, but I had heard a little bit about her, and I was pleased when I heard she was coming to us. So she's going to be a good addition.
8th turnover for Granite City here as we are just 35 seconds into the second quarter. 18-3, a 15-point lead for Collinsville. Inbound pass comes in from Bush to Jordan Gary. Gary over to Bardwell. Bardwell, the freshman, back over this way for Givens. Givens with a three-point shot. That's nothing but net there.
Girl.
Oriana Givens hits the first three-pointer of the day for Collinsville, and the Kahawks have increased that lead now 21-3. Here is Leah Hale. Hop stepping, get that out of here, says Jenna Scheller. That was a nice steal by Scheller, and she keeps the ball alive, and here is Jordan Gary with it. Into the corner for Givens, who just hit for three. Wig wags her way through some coverage, and the ball gets partially blocked and now clamped onto by Granite City, but the possession arrow in favor of Collinsville, so the Kahawks will keep it. Doyle checks back in, as does Ella Guerrero. To the bench for Collinsville, Jordan Gary and Oriana Givens. Inbound pass will be triggered by Doyle. It comes into the Kahawks. Scheller at the top of the free throw line. Couldn't hit, so the rebound belongs to Granite City. Guerrero with that pass to Scheller. Ball up to the free throw line, and a dribble drive and a shot off the glass. No good. Forced to panic, but she's fouled and will head to the free throw line for two. This will be Jenna Scheller's first.
I thought it was her second, too. But
Yeah. At the free throw line, it is Ella Stepanek, and she misses. Megan Jansen checks back in. 5'2", swapping out for 6'2".
You know, we're going with our quick guards.
Well, sure.
We're going small and quick.
Second shot also misses, and there is Bardwell with a rebound. Collinsville up to Guerrero, now to Jansen. Jansen, a one-arm pass over to Doyle into the corner for Bush. Back this way for Guerrero, and now Bardwell. Bardwell's pass intended for Guerrero and knocked out of bounds by Leah Hale with 6:11 left to play here in the second quarter. 21-3 in favor of Collinsville, who had a 16-3 lead as the first quarter came to a close. Talk about reading the pass. Oh, wow, they're going to say that looked like the girl for Granite City. Hale was trying to underhand the ball to Wiley and missed her, and it went out of bounds, but they're going to say Collinsville touched it.
They're going to say Stas got her hand on it, so I don't know.
They're a lot closer than I am.
They are.
And I'm wearing glasses, and they're not.
Listen, I was close, and there were things
I know.
I totally missed, or at least saw them the way I wanted to see them.
Yeah, with the bias sunglasses on.
It could have been that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. That was a complete miss there, and that's the 10th turnover for Granite City. Collinsville trying to take advantage of it. Here is Ella Guerrero over to Bush, who gets it into Scheller, who gets it into the corner for young Miss Jansen. Back to Scheller just outside the lane. Turnaround shot, good.
They got to do more of that. They have no answer on the inside for her, so they got to get the ball inside and be able to knock some shots down.
20-point lead for Collinsville here with 5:20 left to play in this first half. There's a dribble drive by Wiley. Wiley into the paint, takes the shot, but it's knocked out of bounds by Scheller.
Don't quote me, but I think the Wiley kid is Venice Govan's cousin.
Oh, yeah?
I think that's her.
Well, Dwayne Wiley's following us online, and he already posted, "Let's go, Kayla." Maybe he can tell us. Come on, Dwayne.
Come through for us.
Here's a pass on the inbound, and that's knocked right back to the Kahawks. Collinsville comes up with another loose ball. A bounce pass on a 2-on-1 break, and no, couldn't turn it into 2 points, and now a jump ball called again. This time the Warriors have the possession arrow in their favor, and just a little bit too hard off the glass for Jansen, or that would have been a perfect 2-on-1 break.
Yeah, I think her angle was a little strange for her. She kind of twisted her body backwards and just couldn't get it to go in. It was a good run, though. Good luck.
Sure was. Here is Sophia Dutko
Over to Hale. Hale with a no-look pass, and it went out of bounds because no one was looking.
That's right. But I think Alex was ready back there. I think
Yeah,
he had,
sure.
he had his hands
Alex
ready.
Paz is ready to go. Got to protect that camera.
Absolutely.
Mask timeout call. We are just under the 5-minute mark, so that is a mandatory mask timeout. We'll step aside as well, and we're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, a missed shot by Jenna Scheller resulted in a rebound for Granite City. They bring it back down, and a shot no good. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Granite City, so Collinsville will get the ball back. Dwayne didn't help.
I'm looking for the answers.
I hear you. We're trying to find out if young Miss Kaylin Wiley is any relation to Venice Govan, right? That's what we're trying to do.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
We were hoping Dwayne was going to help us out, but he answered us back with Kaylin's my baby.
We knew that. Good
we did know that. Nice job on the give and go there by Scheller, and she completes that one with relative ease. 25-3 is our score in favor of Collinsville. In the second quarter we are. And here is Granite City trying to answer. Ball knocked out all the way back to the wing for Hale. She'll pick it up, take the shot, no good. Jenna Scheller had the ball roll off of her head, and this time the rebound belongs to Stepanek, and she'll take the shot, back it back up, get another rebound, throw it outside to Lang. Lang's shot wouldn't fall. This time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero moves the ball up over to Scheller. Scheller over to Ricky Merlack, who's into the game for the first time on the varsity side after playing a lot of minutes in that JV game, and a three-point shot won't fall in. Off of the hands of Ella Guerrero. Rebound belongs to Granite City, and the Warriors bring it back up. Here is Lang. Lang pushes off. Oh, well, Lang reached out and pushed off against Jordan Gary, but they're going to call Gary on the foul. That's going to be her second. And Dwayne Wiley says, yes, she is related to Venice Govan.
See?
You were right.
I remember a few things now.
Mm-hmm.
Venice was always bragging on her little
Especially
cousin.
when it comes to basketball. Then you remember all of it.
Well, some days.
Venice was bragging on her little cousin.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. That's what cousins do.
That's right.
It was a
That's
bounce
what family's for.
It's a bounce off of the foot that ends up almost into the hands of Astasia Bush, but Jordan Gary's the one who comes away with it. And now to Bush, into the paint, outside Scheller for
Jenna.
three. Good!
Oh, that a girl. Great look, great shot. She's been working on that.
Well, she can step up and hit those three-pointers.
Yes,
I saw her do it last year.
Yes, she can.
Over on the far side, Granite City trying to find an answer. Here is Stepanek and a travel.
Yeah, Jenna's been working on that shot. She's wanting to be like her mentor, Katie Mitchell.
Gotcha. Here's Givens. Back over to where it came from, Jordan Gary. Free throw line for Scheller. Scheller backs it up outside the perimeter to Bush, and then Bush had her pass intended for Riley Doyle in the corner, picked off, and trying to turn that into 2 points is Leah Hale, and that did not turn into 2 points.
I'm just going to tell you right now, my money's on Jordan Gary in a foot race.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
No
you can't beat that open field soccer speed.
Nope.
Inbound pass coming in underneath the basket and knocked out of bounds by Bush, but I believe Bush is going to get called for an over-the-back call.
I don't know. Let's let him play a little bit.
Bush will pick up her first.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
I've always said if you look at that, is that a foul in a boys' game? And I doubt that it would be.
Dribble drive at the free throw line, knocked away by Riley Doyle. She stays with it, bounces the ball up to Jansen. Jansen, underhand pass into the corner for Gary. Back out front, top of the key, wide open for Bush off the glass. Won't get it to fall, but she's there to pick up her own rebound. And a chance by Givens doesn't hit the mark, and this time Granite City pulls down the board. 2 minutes to go here in this first half. 28-3 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Dutko over on the far side for Hale. Up underneath the basket, knocked away, and picked up in the corner by Givens. Collinsville forces the 15th turnover by Granite City here in the first half. Here is Bush. Over to Gary, into the corner for Doyle. Doyle looking and finding Jansen up top. Now into the corner. Here's a three by Bush, and that one hits the fat part of the iron. Comes straight back down off of a couple of bodies and on the ground. Finally picked up by Granite City. Bringing the ball up. Hale. Double team. Boy, Hale stays with it, man, all the way down. And Collinsville forces yet another turnover. Here comes Riley Doyle. Gets the ball over onto the far sideline for Jansen. She cuts into the perimeter and then gives it up to Bush. Outside we go to Doyle. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Far sideline, Jansen. Into the corner for Jordan Gary. Gary, cross-court pass for Givens. Couple of dribbles into the paint, and she carried the ball. Fifth turnover for Collinsville. Comes with 52.9 seconds left to play here in this second quarter in Collinsville, and Coach Moore making a 5-on-5 swap of players. They call that a wholesale line change in hockey.
Yes, they do.
Here is Wiley over on the far side, brings it in from the left point, and nice little floater there by Kaylin Wiley. She now has 3 points
of
the 5 that Granite City has on the board. That's their first score here in this second quarter, and it comes with 30 seconds left. Here is Guerrero. Guerrero's shot, no good. Rebound, Granite City. Well, Granite City only scored 3 points in the first quarter, 2 so far here in the second. They're going to see if they can break that mark here with a basket in the closing seconds here of this first half. 3-point try, and nothing but net for Kaylin Wiley. Wiley gets the job done, and with a couple of seconds left, Bardwell at the buzzer will fall well short of that. And that is the way that the first half comes to a close, with Collinsville leading 28-8. We will take a timeout. We'll come back and add up all the numbers for you and bring you all those numbers. We'll do that here in just a little bit as we continue on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company, Check out their website, PetrovTrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petrov Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville, owned by former Kahok Jay Merkel. At Extreme Details, they believe in the value of community, and in helping the community hold the value of their vehicles. A sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details offers drop-off, pickup, and delivery service, as well as a mobile service. Whether that's a simple wash and wax or all the way up to a full detail job. No job is too big or too small for Extreme Details. Plus, Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal and vacuums every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and more. Extreme Details in Collinsville, open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. Call Jay Merkel for an appointment at 301-6033 or 977-1224.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 31-5 in favor of Collinsville. Excuse me, yes, 28-8. How did I do that? How did I get 31-5 on there? What in the world?
Maybe you're predicting.
No, I think
you gave them the 3.
I think I put the wrong. Yeah, I did that. Okay. We'll have to change that. There we go. There's that. And add 3 points to them. I was just going to move it over here because I needed to change the quarter, and then I realized I had the wrong score up on the board. All right, 28-8. That's where we are at halftime after Collinsville outscored Granite City 12-5 in that second quarter after doing the same thing 16-3 in the first quarter. Leading scorer right now is Jenna Scheller. She's the only one in double digits. She has 11 points for Collinsville. Behind her, Astasia Bush has 6. Ella Guerrero has 4. 3 points belongs to Oriana Givens, and 2 each for Katie Bardwell and Megan Jansen. For Granite City, they have a total of 8 points. 6 of those points belongs to Kaylin Wiley. The other 2 belong to Rihanna Lang. From the lines, Collinsville went 2 of 2 from the free throw line, both of those coming from Katie Bardwell, while the Granite City Warriors went 3 of 4 in their first half. And then from the three-point line, Collinsville has hit 2 of 6, while Granite City has hit 1 of 3. Rebounds are dead even at 13 apiece, but the tail of the tape in this one is the turnovers. Granite City has turned the ball over 16 times compared to Collinsville's 5 times, and Coach Billy knows better than anyone. You turn the ball over that many times, things aren't going to turn out well for you.
Absolutely right. We had a goal. You want to keep it, if you can, you want to keep it under 10 turnovers, and we weren't always successful with that, but that gives the other team obviously a lot less chance to have the ball and score. So
10 turnovers per game or per half?
Per game.
Okay, per game, that works.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that means that Granite City has already met their quota for this game and a half of next week's game.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Well, that's got to be something that Coach Sykes Rogers is going to have to work on, and that comes with time. I mean, we had a junior varsity game the other day where there was a combined, I think, 60 turnovers. So
holy cow.
Yeah, there's learning experiences all the way around, no matter what level. you are on. The last meeting between these two teams was last year. They only played once. That happens a little bit more now that Granite City's not in the conference anymore. That was at Granite City, February the 6th. Collinsville won that one 72 to something. I wrote down 72 to 4, but I know that's not right.
No. And
34, I believe, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty in the first half, I'll tell you that. I think we went in down by 2.
Yeah.
At half.
And Collinsville, before that, swept the home and away series 6 years in a row, starting with 2013-14, going all the way to the 18-19 season, the last time they played 2 games in the year. That equals 6 years, and that 14-15 year, you guys beat Granite City 3 times that year because you beat them in the Jerseyville Holiday Tournament as well.
Yes.
So right now, Collinsville has a current 14-game, 6-year win streak versus Granite City. The last loss Collinsville had to the Granite City Warriors, they were swept in both the home and the away game. That was in the 12-13 season. At Granite City, Collinsville lost 52-38, and here at home they lost 40-32. And the last season series split when both won the away games. That was in the 9-10 season. So this rivalry has a lot of games under its belt, but there's been some streaks here by both teams.
Right. Last couple of years, too, we played them in the first round of the regional. Well, it was like the bye game, and we...
Yeah, last playoff meeting, actually. That was last year on February the 11th, so it was almost a year ago. You guys won 61-24 at O'Fallon, then lost to Springfield a couple of days later.
Yeah.
But 6-0 in the last 21 years in the playoffs against Granite City, and that includes back-to-back years in 06 and 07.
I'm so glad you have all those stats.
Me too. Gives me something to talk about.
That's right.
All right, that's it for halftime. We'll take our final break here on the halftime show and come back and we'll have third quarter action that'll be coming your way in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, third quarter action is underway. Collinsville with a 20-point lead, and they have the ball, do the Kahawks. Here is Stasia Bush, and a whistle will be a carry, and Collinsville will turn the ball over right off the get-go.
Yeah, Stas didn't mean to do that. She kind of got caught up in trying to pass the ball and turned it over.
Well, hello, Danielle Miller. Danielle Miller is Kaylin Wiley's. Denise Govan's her cousin, she says. Yeah. Kaylin's mother chiming in with us here on the chat page. Here, there's a trip and no call on the trip, and that's just going to be a rough way to turn the ball over there for young Miss Wiley. 28-8. Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Here is Bush. Across the way now for Guerrero. Inside Scheller, turn around, one-hand shot, good for two. Scheller increases her game lead to 13. And Collinsville increases their lead to 22. 30-8, just underway here in the third quarter. Here is Wiley, the 5'5" sophomore, across the way to Lang. Now at the free throw line for Stepanek, and into the corner it goes for Sykes. She'll take a shot, and that's good for two. Claire Sykes on the board for the first time tonight. And Granite City now into double digits. Here's Guerrero for Collinsville. Settles in on the right wing, into the corner for Jansen for three. And that one pops straight up in the air. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Here comes Wiley. Wiley. Back over this way for Lang. Now at the free throw line, and a bounce pass into the corner for Sykes. Her shot good.
2 points.
So Claire Sykes, no points in the first half. She gets the first 4 here in the second half for Granite City.
Might want to step out and guard her.
Into the corner it goes for Riley Doyle for
Riley.
3. That one hits the inside of the rim. Comes out to the top of the key where it's knocked from Wiley right into the hands of Hale. Hale takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound still belonging to Granite City. And a 3-point shot for Wiley is good. And Wiley's second 3-point shot. And what you know it, Granite City's off and running, and that is going to call or prompt Coach Moore to call a timeout. So we'll step aside as well. And we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121, or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville, or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. Turnover by Collinsville gives the ball back to Granite City. They're looking for more points, and they might have a chance at a couple of freebies after Jenna Scheller will pick up her second foul. And to the free throw line, it will be Ella Stepanek. She went 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. 30-15. Granite City piling on some points here to start quarter number 3, and a little short on that one for Ella Stepanek.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a life right here and let them make a run. You want to kind of squelch it and settle in and play your game.
Both of them miss.
The rim.
And then a lane violation by Granite City. Collinsville was going to get the ball anyway. And the inbound pass comes in from Astasia Bush to Jordan Gary. Gary races it up into the paint. Bounce pass for Scheller, but it's off of her foot. And on the ground, jump ball called. Warriors have the arrow in their favor. So Collinsville, after 5 turnovers in the first half, have already committed 3 here in the third quarter.
They're about to reach my quota.
Yeah, you are. Let's not do that in one quarter, though.
No, please.
Here's Leah Hale, 5'4" sophomore. Moves the ball up onto the free throw line, and once again Stepanek. Instead, passes it up to Hale. Her shot, no good. And there's Astasia Bush with the rebound for Collinsville. Headmans it up to Guerrero, but left it up a little bit too far. And another turnover for Collinsville. Puts the ball back into the hands of Wiley. And under the basket, a little give and go action there. And that turns into 2 points for Stepanek, and she finally gets 2 points because she went 0 for 4 from the free throw line. She'll just take a 2-point shot.
This is where experience is going to matter. They're going to have to learn to work their way through these kinds of things, settle down, get their game back, and play possession basketball.
Here's Guerrero with 3, and that one is a missed ball on all aspects. And Collinsville has already hit 5 turnovers. They matched their 5 they had in the first half. That's not a good thing, so Coach wants another timeout. Actually, we have a mass timeout, so we're going to step aside for just a moment, and we'll be back after this on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Lori Billy, and Miranda Rogers back with you. Glad you're with us here on this cold Wednesday night. Finally got rid of all the snow. Now we all got to do is get rid of the cold. Jump ball called. This time Collinsville has the possession arrow in their favor. 50 degrees and sunny by Tuesday. That sounds wonderful.
I'm ready.
I am too, man. Sounds like flip-flop weather and shorts weather. No, not really.
Not quite.
I'd freeze, man. I hate cold weather, so 50 degrees is a lot better than 8. So that'll feel a lot better, but still not there yet. Here is Riley Doyle out front now to Jordan Gary. One-hand pass to Astasia Bush. Two-hand touch pass to Jenna Scheller off the glass. Good for 2. Been a while since Collinsville scored some points here, and Scheller has scored all 4 in the second half, but they've been about 5 minutes apart.
Yeah, like I said, that's where they got to go right now. They don't have an answer on the inside, and we're not taking advantage of that.
Here is Claire Sykes on the far side sideline. Over the head pass and almost picked off by Doyle. Instead, Lang tries a 3 and off the glass. Mariana Lang is good for a 3-point shot there. Second 3-point shot made this half for Granite City. Here's a bounce pass to Doyle. She's left all alone. Shot just a little bit too hard as it skips across the rim and out of bounds. Last touch they're going to say by Jordan Gary.
That's usually a pretty decent shot for Riley. That's kind of her sweet spot. Could be getting used to that knee.
Yeah, could be. Collinsville has a 12-point lead. It was a 13-point lead after 1. It was a 20-point lead after 2. But Granite City has figured a few things out here and has made a game out of this. Here's a shot by Wiley, and off the glass, no good. But there to pick it up was Stepanik. She now has 4 points. And this is a little bit closer of a game now. 10-point game, believe it or not. Here is Bush inside to Scheller. Turnaround shot. That one falls. Scheller with all 6 points here in the second half for Collinsville. 34-22. Back to a 12-point lead. Here come the Warriors, and here is Wiley. Wiley to Lang. Now they try to work it up inside, but they tried to force a pass. Instead, forced a turnover. Here's Jordan Gary, and off the glass, no good. Nobody there wearing purple and white, and Jordan Gary just pulled a muscle. She's down underneath the basket in a little bit of pain, and a shot that's good for Wiley, and they just now notice that Jordan Gary is good, and Alex Paz helps her up, and Jordan favoring that left leg a little bit, but she appears to be okay. At any rate, we do have a timeout on the floor, I think. No timeout?
No.
Okay.
She got hurt. Got to take her off the floor.
Here come the Kahawks. 2:25 left to play here in this third quarter. 10-point lead for Collinsville. Here's a 3-point try by Jansen. That skips off the left side of the rim. Scheller is there with the rebound. Has to wrestle it away. Turns around, takes the shot, rolls across the rim. And there is a nice rebound by the 5'9 junior, Ella Stepanik. Uses that height to her advantage there. Over on the far side, Granite City with the ball. That's Hale. Dribble drive. Lane cut off by Bush. Back outside the perimeter we go. Here is Wiley. Head fake. Free throw line. Ooh.
Got
nice
stuffed.
block by
Yeah.
Givens there. Oriana Givens with a great block. Gets the basket or the ball and tries to shoot it up there, but instead it gets knocked out of her hands. But they're going to say
yeah,
nope.
I'm not sure how that happened. How does the ball end up
I
at
don't
that
know.
angle and not in our hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Coach Moore is exercising his patience.
Timeout called by Granite City, so we will step aside for just a moment, and we're back with more action between Collinsville and Granite City after a brief timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Todd Duke and Lori Billy on the microphones with you, and young Miss Miranda Rogers is on the camera, and we appreciate all of you taking time out of your night and spending a little bit of it here with us. 1:40 left to play here in this third quarter, 34-24. Collinsville with a 10-point lead, looking for their first win for their first-year head coach Colin Moore, and there's a shot by Granite City. It skips across the rim, and there's the freshman Bardwell with the rebound, but Granite City rips it right out of their hands, and back the other way we go for a moment. The rebound belongs to Collinsville, so the Kahawks do get it back in their hands. Here is a dribble drive, and off of the foot. They're going to say Vela Guerrero. Wasn't sure if it was off of her foot or if Wiley knocked it out.
I think it was off her foot. She popped it into her leg and it went out.
At any rate, Collinsville turns the ball over for the 7th time here in this third quarter after only 5 turnovers in all of the first half. Here is Lang on the left wing, into the left corner now for Hale. Hale back over to Lang. At the free throw line, that is Stepanek, and a shot no good, and a rebound after another shot put up by Hale belongs to Collinsville. And outlet pass to Bardwell off the glass, good for 2 for the freshman Katie Bardwell. She had 2 points in the first half. Those both came from the free throw line. This is her first 2-point field goal here in this game. Collinsville with their 12-point lead back. 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Loose ball. Picked up over on the far side, brought back to midcourt by Lang. Top of the key. She almost lost the handle on it, and she did. And the pass is errant. Collinsville comes up with it with 20 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Here's Scheller. 3-point top of the key. Rolls across the rim, won't get it to fall. And then the rebound, draws a whistle. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Granite City. Jordan Gary checks back in. Ella Guerrero to the bench. 16 seconds left here in this third quarter. No pressure being put on in the backcourt by Collinsville, so Leah Hale will bring a ball across the line with 10 seconds left. Hale, top of the key. Over on the far side for Lang. Into the corner it goes for Sykes. Back out to Lang. Just a couple of seconds left. Here is Stepanek. And at the buzzer, no good on the 3-point effort just as time was ready to run out. 36-24 remains our score after 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter action will be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
36-24, fourth quarter. We're ready to begin here between Collinsville and Granite City.
That last quarter was reminiscent of our second quarter last year against them, which was terrible.
Well, Granite City just outscored Collinsville in that third quarter, 16-8.
Yeah.
Collinsville came into that quarter with a 20-point lead. Now that lead sits at 12. Here is Bush. Across the way for Jordan Gary. Gary into the corner for Riley Doyle after it was tipped. Goes back to Bush. Now for Jordan Gary. Gary dribbles and gives it back up to Astasia Bush. Now across the way onto the left wing for Jansen. Jansen to Bush. Bounce pass into the paint, but it skips by everybody. And outside the perimeter were two Kahawks. Jordan Gary picks it up. Into the corner now for Riley Doyle. She dribbles and drives just outside the lane, takes the shot, falls a little short, and the rebound belongs to Granite City.
Yeah, Riley, it's a good move by Riley. She just looks a little hesitant. I'm not sure if she's got her stroke back yet, but she'll get there.
Yeah, she's missed a lot of time.
She sure has. It's amazing that she's playing, to be honest with you.
That's what Coach Moore said earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Hale, who came into the game for the first time on the varsity level, hits 2 more points for Granite City. It's a 10-point contest once again, 36-26. Into the corner it goes. Riley Doyle for 3.
There
yes!
That a girl. That's a big 3.
Riley Doyle hits her first buck of the night, and it's a 3-pointer. And Collinsville will take a timeout as well. So guess what? We're going to step aside for just a brief moment, and we're back after a small timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 6:47 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville out front, 39-26, after a big 3-point basket by Riley Doyle. Here is Stepanek, and that one goes out of bounds, but last touched by Collinsville and Megan Jansen, they say.
Where?
I don't know.
Okay.
Inbound pass comes in. Over on the far side wing, Hale, and a whistle. 2 shots coming up for Hale. After Collinsville will pick up their second team foul here in the second half. This one's going to go against Megan Jansen. So just 1 foul in all of that third quarter. It belonged to Collinsville. Granite City has not committed a foul yet in the second half. Here is Leah Hale, and her first points on the varsity side come from the free throw line. Next one from Hale. Misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Jordan Gary trying to thread the needle between 2 defenders, and that needle closed up.
Sure did. She had a good look. She was about a second late on the pass.
On to the baseline for Sykes. Shot from there, no good. Rebound being volleyed for by Collinsville. They pulled down their 20th rebound of this game. All the way up to Doyle. Bounce pass. Jordan Gary off the glass. That's how you do it.
Great look.
Jordan Gary picks up her first 2 points of this contest. And Collinsville back out front, 41-27. As Bardwell checks back in, Riley Doyle will come out. Inbound pass will come in to Kaylin Wiley. Wiley moves the ball up court. 2 minutes gone here in this fourth quarter, 41-27 in favor of Collinsville. Over on the far side, Sykes back out front for Wang. Now over here on this wing, baseline dribble drive by Stepanek. Shot from underneath, won't fall. There is a rebound by Collinsville all the way up to Jansen. Underhand, good for 2.
That's a great play right there. We fed the ball down the floor. Megan got control of the ball finally and rolled it off her fingertips.
Pass over to Lang.
Collinsville widens that lead now 43-27. Gets it up to Sykes. Back outside, Lang for three. That one's short. And it falls right down into the hands of Bardwell, who gets it up for Jordan Gary. Jordan Gary into the corner now for Jansen. She'll just launch it from there. Swoops right across the rim. Bardwell there with the rebound. Back out to Jordan Gary. Gary picks it up and gives to Bardwell. Gary on the right wing. Back to Bardwell. 3 minutes expired here in quarter number 4.
Jenna wants the ball.
Inside,
Yeah.
she did wanted it, but
she wanted it, and they should have given it to her 2 passes ago. But good job, Jordan. Way to stick your hand in there.
Another turnover. Each team giving it back to the other, and Jordan Gary makes them pay with 2 more points. And now a timeout being taken here by Granite City. So we will step aside as well. What did he say, 30 seconds? Okay, I got one of those. 30-second timeout coming your way on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 4:44 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville leading 45-27. Next up for you, we are back in this gymnasium for the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, we have boys action. Matter of fact, Thursday night and Friday we have boys action. Tomorrow is Edwardsville, and Friday is the makeup game from Monday against Metro East Lutheran. And then we are back here in this gym Saturday afternoon with a tilt against Belleville East. Lady Lancers in town Saturday afternoon. You here with that one for me?
I should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I should be here.
Granite City with the ball, and they have some work to do. They trail to the Warriors, 45-27. They have had a much better second half than they did first half, that's for sure. Here is Wiley. Wiley splits the defense, and no shot, they're going to say. Foul on the floor, and this one is going to go against Bardwell. Her first. Team third.
She can have that one.
Inbound pass picked off by Jenna Scheller. Collinsville with the lead and the ball.
Go to the hole.
Gary in the corner, and a shot taken there by Guerrero. Hits the inside of the rim, pops straight up, and Lang comes down with it.
Freshman move. She's got to learn to attack the basket there.
Well, that's some. How'd you get away with that travel?
I don't know.
That was almost like you should have done the Charleston down there underneath the basket.
She took about 4 steps, and I think we're only allowed
2?
2, maybe.
But then she steps out of bounds, so I guess all is fair in turnovers.
Correct.
And Collinsville gets the ball back as we are halfway through quarter number 4. Here is Guerrero to Scheller. She'll pop it from about 10 feet out, won't fall in. And Ella Stepanek is there with the rebound for Granite City. Over on the far side, that's Lang underneath the basket, and Stepanek, she's kind of all over the place right now in the right spot at the right time. Excuse me. Jenna Scheller there with the rebound. So Scheller rebounds Stepanek shot, and then Stepanek will rebound a Scheller shot.
I was just watching that little bit of action there. I'm not sure how those weren't fouls. About 3 steps prior.
That is the first personal foul here in this second half for Granite City. They only committed 3 in the first half. So 4 fouls in the whole game.
That's impressive.
It is. Considering that, when you're down by 20 points or so, you can get easily frustrated and start hacking away.
Could change here very quickly.
Here is an inbound pass to Bush. Bush into the paint, takes the shot, flying jumper, won't get it to go. Rebound being volleyed for, still on the ground. And
well, that might be travel.
That is, nope.
Oh, okay.
Coach Sykes got a timeout called before any other whistle could be blown. So we'll step aside as well, and we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Inbound pass comes in. Granite City brings it up court. Almost traveled again. And now with it, it is Dutko off to Stepanek. And Stepanek with 6 points. All of those coming in half number 2. Collinsville trying to answer, and the purple's out of bounds, dear.
It's good effort, though. Good effort.
It was. She had there was no way she was going to be able to stop. She had too much speed going on.
Correct.
That is Martasia Murphy. First time I've called her name. 5'2" senior.
Jenna tried to catch that with her face.
Yeah, that's never a good idea.
No. She had good intent, but...
You have to have some awfully big ears if you want to catch a basketball with your face.
It'd be impressive.
It would be. All right, inbound pass comes in from Murphy and gets it into Hale. 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter, 45-29. Collinsville with the lead, looking for win number 1 for their first-year head coach, Colin Moore, and it looks like they're on their way to it. Here is Sykes. Sykes out deep, trying to get around Bush. And throws a pass over to Murphy. Murphy will just launch one from there. And it comes right down into the hands of Bardwell. Up to Givens. Givens into the paint. And didn't have a lot of room, but she found enough just to get a pass to Katie Bardwell. And Bardwell gets another 2 points in her favor. Bardwell now has 6. And the wholesale player changes by both teams. Each team bringing in 3 new girls.
They're not sure, though. They're going to talk about it for a few minutes and see who's staying and who's going.
Yeah, there was too many jerseys moving around for me to keep track of what numbers came in. We'll figure it out as we go along as Bush inbounds, does so to Scheller underneath the basket. Ooh, too high off the glass. Gets her own rebound, and with a nice little touch, puts it in for 2 more. Jenna Scheller now with 19 points in this game. 49-29, back to a 20-point lead for Collinsville with 2:05 left to go. Another steal as Jansen comes in, and it's good. And she'll head to the line for 2.
Poked her hand in there, stole the ball right down the middle. Nice layup with pressure. Put the ball in the hole, and she gets the bucket.
Dutko picks up her second team foul. Megan Jansen at the free throw line. She is 7 of 8 coming into this game from the line. Not bad.
I see her working on those all the time.
Yeah. That makes it a 52-29 game in favor of Collinsville. Under 2 minutes to go. Another steal. That one, a nice little grab by Riley Doyle.
Yeah.
And then Collinsville turns the ball right back over.
Come on, Jenna.
Here is Wiley. Wiley gets past Jenna Scheller, and Jenna Scheller is going to get tagged with another foul. That'll be her 3rd. Team's 4th. I don't think we have to worry about anybody getting into foul trouble.
Not yet. Not at least for Granite City.
Wiley at the free throw line, and no good. She went 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. Trying to get her team to 30 points with this one, and that one's going to fall a little short.
Checking in the game for the Warriors, number 4, Alyssa Lawson.
Alyssa Lawson checks into the game. 5'3" senior. As the inbound pass comes in to Guerrero, up to Astasia Bush. Bush across the timeline being double teamed. Gets around Murphy, but Murphy's going to commit the foul.
She'd prefer not to have that foul. She had a layup coming.
Foul number 3, Martasia Murphy.
Martasia Murphy picks up her first foul, third team foul, and now we're cleaning out the benches.
41, Maisie Gillen. Number 33, Lucy Montgomery.
Macy Gillen, man, I tell you what, she did everything but buy a basket in that JV game. That girl took about 12 shots and just could not get it to fall.
She was struggling with that.
Well, there's Montgomery that got tripped up a little bit.
She's a fighter. She won't quit.
Over to the far side, Murlack. Murlack brings it out and gets it to Sanaa Harris. Harris on the wing into the corner for Montgomery. Montgomery back out to Harris. Top of the key for Murlack. Over to Rabashevsky. Rabashevsky ready back to Murlack. Almost had it tipped away. Here's Montgomery. Nice ball movement by the Kahawks. Montgomery in the paint. Dumps it off to, there you go.
There she got one. Atta girl, Maisie.
Maisie Gillan couldn't get a basket in the JV game, but nice to see her pick up one here in the varsity game. We're under a minute to go, 54-29. Looks like Coach Colin Moore is going to indeed pick up victory number 1 as varsity head girls basketball coach, and couldn't be happier for the guy.
Absolutely.
Here is Vaughn.
I'm so happy for him.
Over in the corner for Dutko. Dutko gets double teamed, kicks it outside. 3-point shot on the way. That one misses the mark from Hale. And then Collinsville ends up with the rebound. Harris has the ball knocked out of her hands, and actually I guess they're going to say she didn't. She put it out of there herself.
Okay. That was impressive, though.
Knocking the ball out of your own hand?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Here's Vaughn on the inbound. Comes into the backcourt for Dutko. 25 seconds to play. Here is Vaughn back out to Dutko over on the far side for Hale. Hale dribbles around and back over this way for Murphy. Murphy looked like she was surprised to get that ball passed to her.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there.
Into the corner, Vaughn drives baseline, got away with about 3 steps, and now the travel is called. Comes with 11 seconds left, so Collinsville will salt this one away. Just bring the ball up court slowly and let the time run off, and the Kahawks will win game number 1 for Colin Moore, and they will improve to 1-4 on the season, and Granite City will drop down to 0-2 on the varsity side.
Congratulations, Coach Moore.
54-29, the final score as we move now into the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show. Brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area. They're catching their breath because Sunday was Valentine's Day, and I know they were closed the last couple of days, so help them out if you can. 517 West Clay Street. Give them a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Final score, Collinsville wins this one 54-29. We'll take a break and come back and wrap it up for you in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
Back on the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one tonight 54-29, their first win of the year to improve to 1-4, and their first win for their new varsity head coach, Colin Moore. And congratulations to the coach for picking up win number one of what should be a nice long career here as the varsity girls basketball coach. Final score was, as I mentioned, 54-29. Collinsville had a 13-point lead after one quarter when it was 16-3. Then they went on a 12-5 run in the second quarter to make it 28-8. That 20-point lead shrunk down to 12 after Granite City took care of the third quarter, outscoring Collinsville 16-8. And then Collinsville returned the favor in the fourth quarter by outscoring Granite City 18-5 to give us that 54-29 victory. Leading scorer in this one was Jenna Scheller, 1 point shy of 20. Jenna Scheller knocked down 19. She was the only Kahawk in double-digit points. The rest of the scoring for Collinsville looks like this. Megan Jansen had 7 points, 6 points apiece for Astasia Bush and Katie Bardwell. 4 points each for Jordan Gary and Ella Guerrero. 3 points apiece for Riley Doyle and Oriana Givens. And then 2 points for Maisie Gillan, who finally hit a two-pointer there in the nightcap after struggling in that JV game, even though Collinsville won that game as well. On the Granite City side, Kaylin Wiley was the only Lady Warrior to score in double digits. She had 11 points, 6 points for Ella Stepanek, 5 points for Rihanna Lang, 4 for Claire Sykes, 2 points for Gwyneth Hale, and 1 point for Leah Hale. Rest of the numbers look like this. Collinsville out-rebounded Granite City 24-20 in that game. Turnover department, Granite City had 27. Collinsville had 15, so 5 of those came in the first half. That means they had 10 second-half turnovers.
From the lines, Collinsville went 3 of 3 from the free throw line, while Granite City ended up going 2 for 10. And from the three-point line, each team took 8 shots. Collinsville hit 3 of theirs. Granite City hit 2 of theirs. Freshman won, so it was a clean sweep by the Collinsville girls. Freshman won 29-14. JV won 45-27. And the varsity girls win 54-29. That is going to do it. A big thank you to Miranda Rogers for working the camera with us here tonight. And, of course, to Lori Billy for stepping on the other microphone and giving us a little bit of her insight. We are scheduled to be back here tomorrow for some boys basketball versus Edwardsville. That will come with a little asterisk next to it. I am scheduled to get my second COVID vaccine shot tomorrow, and hopefully things will go well, and I do not suffer any of the side effects that we've been reading about on the second shot. And I will indeed be able to come out here and bring you the 2 varsity games. If not, well, the athletic department will make arrangements to get that live streamed on another channel. So that's what we have standing in front of us. I hope to be back here tomorrow. First shot, I only had a sore arm, so if that is the same thing that happens to me on the second one, we will be good to go. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, and again to Lori Billy and Miranda Rogers for helping us out here tonight. My name is Todd Duke, and until tomorrow night, everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.